Alright, so I did my 8mm build. I took my Turkish, M38 Mauser out, and I shot it, but I wanted to shoot the 303 first, because the 303 was my grandpap, so I wanted to see what a 100-year-old gun was going to group, especially with the improvised ammo. But I wanted to give you guys the results of my 196 grain scoped Mauser. Now, this wasn't quite 100 yards. This was at, I think it was at 85, 90 yards, just the way the bank was. And as you can see, now ignore these two, because this is when I was trying to get it down on target. I had another target next to it. So, fired these, made my adjustments, and this one, this one, this one, and this one were all 195s. This one, and this one were the 150 Sierras. So these three right here are loaded to World War One specs, as far as pressures and whatnot. And my 196s, now I loaded them pretty much what would have been max charge by today's standards for 8mm, but I had just a little bit of flattening of the primers. Honestly, I could have probably went a little even hotter if I wanted to, but that's definitely minute of deer. We're talking about a 1944 production rifle that up until 2-3 weeks ago was just sitting in my closet not being used. And to take something like that and turn it into something that would be a viable hunting rifle, I mean, that's as accurate as most production rifles you see coming off the shelf. I mean, and if you argue that that isn't, well, I'm not really sure what you're shooting, because I got a couple Wildcats, I got my ARs, I got my 700s, I got my Savages, but there's just something about taking a rifle and squeezing a little bit more accuracy out of it, squeezing stuff out of it, and making it a an actual hunting rifle that when you take out, you feel good about taking it out, because you're good. As far as the recoil on those 196s, you definitely know you pull the trigger on something. Again, we're not over pressuring the gun. Military specs were way higher than what today's standards are for these rifles. And as far as the mechanics of the rifle, it's solid. It's just, it had bluing issues and other stuff like that. To take in, sum it all up, if you're going to do a conversion like this, you can go out and buy a new stock, and obviously it'll come with a nice butt plate and everything like that. If you want to use the stock rifle, like I did, basically I just wanted to strip down and use it again, you may want to replace that butt plate. I'm telling you right now, that thing, no joke, will make you cringe after about 10 shots, because you will feel it. It's not that the recoil is horrible, but you will know that there's no really good way to get behind that metal butt plate. Now in the winter out deer hunting, you got your coats on and everything like that, probably not so much an issue, but here I am in a t-shirt at 85 degrees in October shooting this rifle. So I'm going to tweak a little bit of work to it and take it out, and I'm going to do some even longer range shots with it, past 85, 90 yards. So we shall see what it will actually do once we do a little bit more tweaking, and I got a little bit more work on the stock to do, and I got a new butt plate coming, so I'm actually going to just use one of the slip over ones, because I didn't want to actually remove the metal one that's in there, because again, if I ever want to later on, I can always just take it back off. So let me know what you think.